Welcome back, everyone. Grab your popcorn, because today's story is packed with shocking twists, emotional moments, and secrets that change everything. Let's jump right in. Oh, let me tell you, I've been following General Hospital for years, and these latest twists have me grinning from ear to ear like I just won a big hand at poker night. You know how much I love a good old-fashioned soap opera drama, the kind that keeps you guessing and pulls at your heartstrings? Well, the latest scoop has me chuckling and shaking my head at the same time. It looks like Nina Reeves might actually be slipping Drew Kane some sedatives, or maybe she's just playing along like Jack Brennan. Either way, it's got me hooked. I feel for Nina. I really do. That woman has been through so much, and now she's carrying this heavy guilt because she accidentally stuck Jack with Drew's dose while trying to handle Valentine. Poor thing. She's got a good heart deep down, even if her choices sometimes make you want to holler at the screen, "Honey, what are you thinking?" And then there's Willow. Bless her heart, she doesn't want any part of this drugging business anymore. She and that slick Jen Sidwell got into it hot and heavy about keeping Drew under, and when Sidwell threatened to kill the guy, Willow was scared out of her wits. I tell you, these storylines remind me of real life sometimes. The people we care about get tangled up in messes they never asked for. What really tickles me is the possibility that Drew has been playing possum this whole time, just like Jack. After months of that stuff in his system, it'd take a good while to bounce back, right? But if he's faking it and just pretending to be out of it, well, that's the kind of clever comeback I love to see. It makes you root for him even more. I've seen enough of these Port Charles stories to know one thing for sure. Secrets like this never stay buried for long. Someone's bound to crack, and when they do, it's going to be fireworks. Nina feeling sorry for Drew, Willow wanting to stop it all. It's messy, it's emotional, and it's exactly why I keep coming back week after week. Makes you think about forgiveness and second chances, doesn't it? Life's full of those moments too. Can't wait to see how this all shakes out. I'm telling you, it's going to be a wild ride. What do you folks think? I'd love to hear if you're as excited as I am about what's coming next on General Hospital. Oh, let me tell you, folks, I've been watching General Hospital for so many years that it feels like these Port Charles people are part of my own extended family. And after that Friday episode on June 5th, I just had to sit back in my chair, shake my head with a big grin and say, well, ain't that something? The story keeps twisting and turning in the best possible way. And this latest part with Drew and Liesl had me completely hooked. Picture this. Nina and Willow are in there giving Drew physical therapy, working on his arms and legs like they're trying to bring him back to life. Now, I'm no doctor, but even I thought right away, hold your horses here. If Drew was truly knocked out cold from all those sedatives for months, why on earth would they be bothering with physical therapy? If the man was really paralyzed and not recovering at all, that kind of treatment just wouldn't make much sense, would it? It felt like a little crack in the story that made me wonder if something bigger was going on behind the scenes. I couldn't help but chuckle because these soap operas have a way of dropping these clever hints that keep us guessing. Then in comes Liesl Obrecht, that wonderful, no-nonsense lady played by Kathleen Gotti. She's all worked up and fussing about Britt Westbourne disappearing with little Rocco Falconeri. You know, Liesl, she's got that strong, motherly fire in her belly, the kind that makes you root for her even when she's being tough. She walks into the room, still muttering about her worries, and suddenly her sharp eyes lock onto Drew. And that's when it got really good. Liesl spotted that little blinking distress signal Drew had been sending out. She didn't miss a thing. Right away, she realized something wasn't right. Drew didn't look like a man who'd suffered a real stroke. His face, his posture, none of it added up to what they'd been saying. She started asking Nina and Willow some pointed questions, and oh boy, the looks that flew between the three of them. Nina, Willow, and Drew, exchanging those nervous, meaningful glances, it was pure gold. You could feel the tension in the air, like everyone was holding their breath, hoping the secret wouldn't spill out right then and there. What really got me was Drew's eyes. They weren't empty and staring off into nothing like you'd expect from someone heavily drugged. There was real life and emotion shining through them. He could blink with purpose, and you could see that spark, that quiet determination, just like we saw with Jack Brennan. After being fed those sedatives for so long, if he's still got that kind of control, well, it sure looks to me like our boy Drew has been playing possum this whole time. He's pretending to be worse off than he really is, waiting for the right moment to make his move. That kind of cleverness makes me proud of him in a strange way. I feel for Nina carrying all that guilt on her shoulders. She's been torn up about what happened, especially after accidentally giving Jack that dose meant for Drew. And sweet Willow, bless her heart, she clearly doesn't want any part of this anymore. She's scared, nervous, and trying to do the right thing. Watching Liesl start to put the pieces together felt like the beginning of something big. Secrets this heavy don't stay hidden forever, and when they come out, it's going to shake things up in Port Charles like a summer thunderstorm. These stories always remind me of real life, you know? Sometimes we have to pretend or stay quiet just long enough to figure out our next step. Other times, a sharp-eyed friend like Liesl comes along and sees right through the mess. It's messy, it's emotional, and it pulls at your heartstrings. That's why I keep coming back every week. It makes me care about these characters like they're old neighbors. I'm sitting here now, sipping my coffee, wondering what Liesl's going to do with what she's discovered. Will she keep quiet? Will she blow the whole thing open? Whatever happens, I know it's going to be one heck of a ride. These General Hospital writers sure know how to keep an old guy like me entertained and coming back for more. If you've been watching too, I'd love to hear what you think about Drew's little act and Liesl catching on. It sure has me smiling and counting down the days until the next episode. Oh, let me tell you, this whole situation with Drew on General Hospital has my mind spinning like an old ceiling fan on a hot summer day. After Liesl caught that blinking distress signal, I started thinking real hard about what might be coming next. Is Drew just biding his time, waiting for the moment to fight back? That idea puts a big smile on my face because it feels like something straight out of those classic American tales of quiet strength and clever comebacks. You see, Willow's role in all this has me scratching my head. Part of me wonders if she even wants to keep drugging Drew anymore, or if she's holding on because she doesn't want to give up that political power she gained when she took over his Senate seat. Power can do funny things to folks, can't it? It's like she's torn between doing what's right and hanging on to something that makes her feel important. Bless her heart, she seems scared and unsure, but there's that ambition bubbling underneath too. And Nina? Well, even when she's around to supposedly give Drew his medicine, there are more and more times when she's not there. Maybe she's not the one handing it to him directly anymore. Could be Drew isn't getting the full dose, or maybe he's not getting any at all these days. That would explain why he's slowly coming around. He's almost back to his old self, but not quite there yet. That's why the physical therapy makes sense if Willow is playing along with this fake paralysis game. If she wasn't in on it, none of that would add up. I reckon Drew is playing the long game here. He's pretending, sending that signal to Liesl with that meaningful blink, knowing full well she'd catch it. She's a sharp one. I bet she got the message loud and clear. He's just waiting for the right moment to strike back when the pieces are all in place and he can turn the tables on everyone. After everything he's been through, I'm rooting for him to come out on top. It reminds me of how life works sometimes. You stay quiet, gather your strength, and wait for your chance. I can't wait to see how this all plays out. If you've been watching too, drop me a line and tell me your thoughts. Are you hoping Drew turns the tables soon? These characters have become like old friends, and I'm right here cheering them on through every twist and turn. What a ride it's been.